Okay, look at these images here. You find out that they look more like me and you. Then look at these ones here. You will find out that these people look weird and they bring Bobrisky behavior into Nigeria in the earlier time. You can see the way they are men. Look at them. They decided to be a thick that is hiding in the body of these ones. Eventually gave them a blanket to wear. Before Fekunefa blanket, this is how they used to look like. The Hausa people. Look at the Fulanis, the invaders. They came in, emasculated these people, overshadowed them, overthrew them, took their name, installed themselves in them, and used them to pave way into Nigeria politics. The Hausas are beginning to distance themselves from the activities of the Fulanis, who has colonized them, who has emasculated them, who oppressed them, who took their name and added to theirs in order to pave their way into Nigeria and Nigeria politics, and it has been working for them. That's why they are now unaliving everyone. They are now unaliving Christians, supported by the Nigeria politicians.
Many Hausa people, they were not able to think for themselves. It is only what they told them. It is only what the Malam will tell them, and that is what they will go with it. But things are changing. Things are changing. Right now, as I'm talking to you, there are many of them that their eyes is open, but even though it is not, they are not up to 50%. But I can assure to you, I think up to 35% of them, their eyes is open. They were able to think for themselves, and with time, I believe they will reach to a level whereby they will be almost 90%, which their eyes will come to the realization that they have been deceived by the Fulanis. So the deception of the Fulani will definitely come to an end. And how they have used religion to depress the life of the Hausa people, they deny the Hausa people a better life. They only use the Hausa people to get what they want to get, and after getting what they want to get, they will dump the Hausa people. That is exactly what they've been doing. They will just use some few Hausa people, which they will give them some things, and those ones, they will be the one to carry the tax for them. And that has not been a good progress. So Hausa people are gradually opening their eyes to understand that it is time for them to let this evil go. And it's going to be a good development for the Hausa people to know. Yes, they bring to you the religion. It's good, you accept the religion. But it's bad for them to be the emirs. It's bad, it's very bad. You bring the religion, is fine. We welcome, we like it, we will go with the religion. But it's 100% not okay for a Fulani man to be the emir in your states, because God has given that land not to Fulani. God has given that land to the people of Hausas, which God expects the Hausa man to rise up, to take that which God has given to him. That dominion is not for a Fulani man.
And how do they get to occupy the entire emirateship or force it on the north? Is it through intimidation or conquest?
Yes, thank you very much. You see, this is the history that they don't want even the Hausa to go through. I can assure you they don't want Hausa people to study, to see that history. How the Fulani came, how they have taken over the land, how they have become, they want to rule them. They don't want the Hausa people to know. If in this country if in this country they allow history, in all our institutions, from the primary to understand history, I am telling you, by now Hausa people will understand, and by now Hausa people will take over what belongs to them. But they deny history, they don't want history. But thank God, no matter how they are trying to kill history, history is there. Thank God for the technology is there. When you go to the internet, you will see how everything has happened. How they came, how they killed the Hausa people, and how they forced many of the Hausa people to accept the religion. Yeah, accepting the religion, I will continue to say, for me, since the Hausa people like the religion, it's okay for them. But for me, I don't think it's okay for them to be their kings, to be the one to rule them. Because we all know you can never go to Saudi Arabia and, to say you just be a king. It will never happen. It is only when you conquer them in war, then you can rule them. That's what they did to them. But things has changed. Things has changed now. Yes, we understand that the land has been given to us by God, and now our eyes is open, which their eyes is open. See, let me tell you, they told us, they told us there was a man who tell us this, and he's from my state. He told us how Usman Danfodio wants to conquer Plateau State. He told us that when he comes with his men on the horse to fight the people of Plateau State, he says that their father used to go climb the mountains. So the people will come. So the mountain has become like a refuge for them, a safe place for them. So horse cannot climb mountain. So from there, they will go back. That is why they did not succeed in conquering my state. So we thank Almighty God for the mountain which he has kept in the states that help the people not to be conquered by that. So you see for yourself.
But unfortunately, most of the communities in Jos Plateau has been taken over and they named after Fulani states or Fulani clan.
No, they have been successfully in killing people in their villages in many towns. But I can assure to you, Plateau States is is the people of the states. Yes, there are some places that has become isolated. People are not there because they have killed them, and many of them fled. Those that were able to escape, they escaped and left that place. Which, by the grace of God, we are hoping that the government will do something. Let everybody go back to his land. We don't want any Fulani to occupy any land because that land is not meant for Fulani, and that is why we are calling on the good people of this country to understand that the answer for these killings is when you give freedom for everybody. When you give freedom for everybody, then I think that killing will stop. You see, even the Hausa people that are being killed, even the Hausa people that some bad Fulanis are killing, let me tell you, it's because they don't want to carry the agenda of Fulani. When they refuse the agenda of Fulani, that is when they will now harm those people. So you can see that we have Hausa people that are good. They don't want the killing, they want peace. But the Fulani men, a Fulani man, that is what they told us about Fulani man. Because our parents stay with them. They say if a Fulani man have something bad against you, even if he's not able to do it, he will tell his children, you see, I want to do this thing, so you must do it. So they don't forgive. So because they don't forgive, these are people that I myself, I don't want to stay with them. These are people that for me, I don't want to stay with them. That is why I myself, I want let every land be free and let us fight the evil. Let us fight the evil. Let the evil people go. Let everybody go his way. Because that is the way forward for me. That is the way forward for me.
When you hear about the Hausa people, what immediately comes to your mind? Well, I'll tell you. I've grown in the north for over 50 years, and I can tell you that the Hausa people I used to know way back are not exactly the same Hausa people I know today. The Hausa people I know way back are very, very hospitable, very, very welcoming. They will take you in. In fact, they will look beyond what tribe or what religion you belong to and take care of you. So what happened? What changed? What simply changed was that, or is that, I have never seen a people that are captive and yet told to remain captive because of a religion that was twisted and handed back to them. And that is Islam. The type of Islam the Hausa people practiced before the Fulani Imams came is very different from the Islam they are practicing today. The Islam they are practicing today is Islam of hate, is particularly Islam of hate against Igbos, against Christians. Now what they don't know, the Hausa people, is that while they ask them to hate and see those that are not their friend, those that they should not do it, those that they should not, confraternize with, they are actually exercising or, making themselves orphaned, or they're orphaning themselves, excluding themselves from the population that ordinarily will protect them from their hidden adversaries. That is why today the Hausas claim they are wiser now, that they are now wise to see the deceive or the deception of the Fulanis. But are they really wiser now? Because when I see some of the outside people speak, the hatred for the Igbos is still there, hidden in the clove of the type of Islamic religion they practice today. The hatred for Christianity is still there. These are the people that were told that Nigeria say Malang. That means Nigeria must be ruled by a Muslim cleric or a Muslim. But when it comes to the actual ruling, the Fulanis will tell them that, look, it is a Fulani. How did the Hausa man get to the point of where all the governors in the north are Fulanis? All the leaders, all the emirs, every leadership institution in the north today is controlled by the Fulanis. Yet, when it comes to elective position, the Hausas will join hands and reinstate their silent oppressors, their silent captors. The Hausa mystery or the Hausa story is one of the biggest or the largest or the most complicated history that should be included in our curriculum. The Hausa, for me, is one tribe that has remained captive and have decided to remain captive by practicing a type of religion that has been twisted and handed back to them. Because when I'm with some people and people keep telling me, that's my enemy, that's my enemy, and I help them to fight this enemy, I help them to fight that enemy. Before you know it, I've driven people away from me, leaving me alone with those who are good at pointing my enemies to me. At the end of the day, they realize that I'm just alone with them. Then they turn the barrel of their gun to me, or they turn the tip of their knife or sword to me, and I become vulnerable to them. The Hausa people are one people who have replaced their tribe. Before Islam came to the north, the Hausa people had tradition. They had a tribe. They had a tribe. They had a way of life. But some people came and replaced all this with religion. And the type of religion that it was replaced with is a religion that gradually excludes them from other people, leaving them vulnerable to their real enemy, who pretends to them that, look, we are with you, but in governorship, I'll be your governor. In emirship, I'll be your emir. In councillor, in community head, I will head you. That's why they want to head Zango Kataf. That's why they want to head every single community in the north. That is gradually being met with high resistance. What is happening today is pure agenda of control. The Hausas have been conquered. Now they've realized they've been conquered. They want to fight back. Is it too late? Is it not too late? Well, for me, I think the only way they can make it not to become too late is if they begin to accept those that the Fulanis told them that they are enemies. For instance, the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Arenes, the Kafris, all those you've labeled as unbelievers and infidels. Start accepting them back. Start forming alliances with them. That is the first step into liberating yourselves from this captive. Otherwise, I tell you, the Hausas are one of the best humans in Nigeria, the best human beings on earth, but they've been captured and weaved into the cocoon of a disastrous retrogressive practice of Islam.
Fraud Fulani have been using on Middle Belt and the Hausas. There are a lot of you Hausas and Middle Belt may not know. And the earlier we realize it and switch to action, the better it will be for us. Take it or leave it, the highest people that always assist Fulani people are the Middle Belt and the Hausas. Insecurity that many of us are complaining today is being caused by Middle Belt and the Hausas. And the reason is we accommodate some people that are known for terrorists. How can somebody be chased for terrorism and you accommodate the person because of religion or because of your selfish interest? Now the problem has escalated now. Everybody they suffer am for Nigeria. Now we fit still fix them. The only people that can fix the problem of Nigerian ASAP is the Middle Belt and the Hausas. If they can boldly swing into action. First, let me advise my Middle Belt family. I'm from Benue. Now, Middle Belt is very clear that Nigerians did not like us. Let's start agitating for our own country. Disassociate yourself from that thing called one Nigeria. Start from that, because if it's truly one Nigeria, one person where you dey one with no go come your community. Buy 400 plus people, roast them, and the worst thing they do to you is unaliving your children that were innocent, children wey never even know anything, children that did not even offend anybody. When they were committing that barbaric, they did not think you are one Nigerian. So first thing, start agitating for your freedom from that country called Nigeria. Igbos have been agitating, Yorubas have been agitating. If Middle Belt start agitating too, I think it will be so very easy for that country called Nigeria to be divided. And if Middle Belt feel they cannot stay on their, some of you can merge with the Igbo and some of you can merge with Yoruba. That is if you feel you cannot stand on your own. And Middle Belt, there is another thing you need to start doing. You need to start deassociating yourself from the northern part of Nigeria. Because you are not North. Stop calling yourself North. You are Middle Belt. Me as a Benue boy, our women, our mother tied two wrappers. And I did not know Northern for that. How can you call us one? We don't have one culture. We don't have one tradition. We are different people. Middle Belt, stop calling yourself Northern. And thirdly, Middle Belt, you need to stop calling yourself Arewa. These people did not like you. The word Arewa, they use it in scamming you because of election. Deassociate yourself from one Nigeria, from Northern and from Arewa. Those names are scam. The earlier you realize it, the better it will be for you. And for the Hausas, you need to start standing up and start speaking. Because I see a lot of people saying you guys have woken up. I did not see you guys waking up. Because 1% out of 100% is not waking up. The percentage of Hausas that are waking up is 1% out of 100%. So 1% out of 100% is not waking up. You guys need to do more so that we may liberate ourselves very fast from these people oppressing us every day by day. Their greatest fear is to dissolve Nigeria. Fulani greatest fear is to divide the country corner because they hide under that one Nigeria to perpetrate their evil. They hide under religion to perpetrate their evil. So once we start realizing this and start working towards it, every tribe will be free indeed. And for those of you that are choosing entertainment than the problem of Nigeria, if na no waiting Fulani dey plan for us, I go focus on Nigerian problem than entertainment more na the focus. A lot of prominent people in Nigeria, rich men, have been saying this, that Fulani want to take over Nigeria, but poor man go dey doubt. Una know that guy wey dey inside Bible that is called Doubting Thomas is from Nigeria. Nigerian will always tell you it can never happen. No, they no fit Islamize Nigeria. No, they no fit take over Nigeria. That is how we doubt the thing go reach our nose.
Fulani, for example, they are minority in Nigeria. They are less than 30 million people. But to shock you that the northern states, we have 19 northern states in Nigeria. A number of them, we have Adamawa, we have Bauchi, we have Benue, Bono, Gombe, Jigawa, Plateau, Katsina, Kwara, Niger, Sokoto, Yobe, and the rest of them. It will shock that we don't have one Hausa as a governor. And there are three major tribes in Nigeria. We have Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. But Hausa has no governor. All the seats, governor seats, has been taken by the Fulanis. Because of what? Because of their level of intimidation. Because of that is a kind of a nature. That is who they are. So when you look at the pattern they are following, religiously, educationally, they pattern after Arab people. They pattern their things after Arab nations. All they are thinking is how to conquer people out of their land and take that land. They will never think educationally. They will never think in terms of technology. They will never think of invention.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, the Hausas need to do something about this whole Fulani thing that is going on in the Hausa land. They've been conquered and still yet they don't want to do anything about it. This religion they've used to conquer them is still the same thing they are still using to get hold of them and to ensure that they don't leave anytime soon. And the Hausas have lost it all already, even though they are trying to fight back. But there should be a serious campaign against these people so that the Hausas can get everything they've lost back. Because if you look at the way the North is today and Nigeria is today, the insecurity and the violence going on in the land is as a result of these invaders that came into Nigeria and were accommodated by the Hausa people who eventually colonized and conquered the Hausa people. And these people are becoming a thorn on our skins now. It's affecting everybody in Nigeria. And that is the reason why the problems you're having in Nigeria can never be solved anytime soon unless the Hausa people address this whole Fulani thing, because it's becoming unbearable for everybody. Everybody is suffering this whole thing. Nigerians are behind the Hausa people to do the needful to ensure that they take over everything they've lost and everything the Fulanis have taken over from them. Because of course, if they do that, it will give rise to peace and that power the Fulanis think they have, because the power they think they have is in the number of the Hausa people. The Hausa people does the dirty work for them. Meanwhile, they rule over the Hausa people. You can imagine all the states in northern Nigeria, there's no Hausa person ruling or any Hausa person at the helm of the affair. Everybody there, they are all Fulanis. And if you look at their emirate, you can see that the ones installed are also Fulanis as well. And this is happening in Hausa land. So tell me if there's anything than like this it more than this again. So of course, the emancipation of the Hausa people and them being able to retrieve everything that they've lost and getting their history back is going to benefit all Nigerians, because the Hausa people, for one, are very peaceful. However, the Fulanis have deceived them, and at the moment, the Fulanis are using this term Hausa Fulani to further deceive them and to ensure that they don't come to the realization of the deceit that they've been in. So I believe it's time for the Hausa people to rise up and to take their place and to retrieve everything that belongs to them, so that peace can return back to Hausa land and peace can return back to Nigeria. This is my opinion on this. Kindly drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.